All right, man. It's your boys. We back again, man. It is your boys Cam and T podcast, man. Back at again with another episode 22. I am your host, Tony T. Time West, man. And we got our other host on the line here with us tonight, man. My brother from another mother, Campbell. How you doing, man? Happy holidays, bro.
Yo, happy holidays, bro. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I can't call it. How about yourself?
Doing good, bro. You know what's crazy? Today was like the first day I really felt like I was in like the Christmas spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
lately I just ain't really been feeling like I was in the Christmas spirit. But like today at work, everybody had on all that Christmas stuff and all that. So it kind of got me in the mood. Like okay, Christmas really about to be here. Because you think about it, Christmas really about to be here in a week and a half. Really, if you really
yeah,
know what I'm saying, do the math. So really excited, man. So I'm in a definitely a good mood, ready for Christmas, ready to be around family and friends. So should be fun, bro. So I'm super excited, man.
yeah. I'm still not even in the Christmas spirit, to be honest with you, bro. I'm not even there yet. It don't
Bro,
even seem real. You know what I'm saying? The year that went by so quick, but
for real, yeah.
man, I
2023
need
was a quick year, man, for real.
I need 2024 to be the same way. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because 2025, boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I need 2024 to be the same way.
Nah, for real. Happy holidays, man, to all our subscribers and all our
Yeah.
supporters, man. We appreciate y'all. We already see y'all in the comments going crazy. So appreciate y'all, man. Let's go ahead and kick it off tonight. We're gonna have a fun episode tonight. As y'all can already see, the title of tonight's show is gonna be Overreaction Tuesday. Me and Cam are gonna be doing some overreactions, what we think may be overreactions and may not be overreactions in sports. So we'll talk about that a little bit tonight. We'll talk a little NFL, a little NBA, talk a little bit about that type of stuff. But tonight gonna be a fun episode, bro. I'm ready to get into it. And I'm just ready to have another good episode, man. We on episode 22, bro. We flying through here, man. Really been a blast, man. Since me and Cam really started this thing, it's really been fun. I really enjoy doing it every Tuesday. So it's been fun, man. It's been good. Just to give a update on scheduling. So I kind of want to give y'all a rundown. So next week we'll have a podcast episode on the 19th, like we do every Tuesday at 6:30, 6:45ish. So we'll be back next Tuesday night. And then the following week, we will not be on. That's the week of Christmas. That will be the day after Christmas. So we will not be on the day after Christmas. Then going forward, we will be back, I guess, January 2nd, because that would be the day after New Year's, and then so on and so forth. Now, I do want to make a reminder because me and Cam talked about this, and we will remind y'all this throughout the weeks and months. Now, after the Super Bowl, we will be taking a little break for probably about, I think we talked about a month or so, Cam. Is that correct? We'll be
Yeah.
taking about a month break between that and March Madness, just to kind
Yeah.
of take a little break for a little minute, and we'll pop back on as we're getting into the depths of basketball season at that point. So that's kind of how the next couple months are going to play out. So we just kind of want to let y'all know and keep informed. But like I said, subscribe to the channel. We'll still be posting on YouTube. We'll still be posting on TikTok. We'll still be posting on Instagram, all that. So just keep showing us love. We appreciate y'all love and support. In 2024, it's going to be a big year for us. So we super excited. Cam, did you want to add anything to that?
Nah, man, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for, rocking with us this far. You know what I'm saying? We gonna try to wrap things up towards the beginning of the next year, kind of after the Super Bowl and everything, and then we're gonna get it jumping again
Yep, for
shortly
sure.
after that.
Yep, for sure. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. So one thing I talked about with you today was overreactions. So we're gonna go over some overreactions that we think, and this is in all the sports, football, basketball, whatever. We're gonna go over some things that we think could be overreactions and may not be overreactions. So I'm gonna jump into my first overreaction, Cam. I want you to tell me, is this an overreaction or a underreaction? I can't believe I'm saying this because I absolutely did not want this guy out of the draft. I'm going to say I honestly think that Will Levis might be the second best quarterback out of the rookies, bro. I think he might be the second best
Mm.
one. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's no disrespect to Bryce. It's no disrespect to AR. Um, I'm starting to come around on the Will Levis train, and I was a big doubter of him. But I don't know if you watched that game last night. He looked ready, bro. Like I'm,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good team he beat last night.
yeah,
Um, and you can't. And again, I'm not trying to bash on Bryce. I promise you, I'm not. You could pretty much say the same thing about Tennessee Titans. You could say about the Panthers. Besides Nuke Hopkins, I mean, they are garbage up front. They have no weapons outside of Nuke and Henry. I mean, I honestly think Will Levis might actually be the answer for Tennessee. Do you think that's an overreaction or nah? That's not an overreaction. How do you feel about that one?
I'm losing you, son. I don't know if that's me or if that's you,
Nah,
but
I
I'm
lost you
losing
for a
you.
second. You good? Go ahead.
But basically, how I feel is, huh? Oh, I
You,
think we got a delay.
yeah, we got a little
Shoot.
bit of delay. Go ahead. You
But
good?
I'm gonna just roll with it.
You
Anyway,
good?
uh, I ain't gonna lie. I think that's an overreaction. I
Okay.
think that's an overreaction. I would say, on the scale between, it's not the biggest overreaction, you know what I'm saying? But I think it is an
Yeah.
overreaction because I still think Anthony Richardson is probably the second best, at least from what
Mm-hmm.
we've seen. Um, he's been really good. He was good.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. I'm losing you, Cam. Okay, we might have lost Cam temporarily, but he'll be back, man. I don't know what happened. Might have been an internet issue. But I think what he was saying was pretty much he feels like Anthony Richardson is probably the second best quarterback as far as the rookies. I think that's kind of what he was saying. He did say it was a little bit of an overreaction, but I'm telling you, man, when you look at what Will Levis did last night, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro, it was pretty impressive, man. I thought what he did last night was really good. And I'll read off some of the stats just so y'all can kind of get a foreplay. And we'll kind of wait till Cam get back and kind of stay on the same topic here. But for me, I thought he did some really good things last night. And I was really impressed with him. So I'm gonna bring up his stats temporarily here. And so temporarily, we had Will Levis. He went 23 for 38, 327 yards, one touchdown, one interception. So pretty decent game, not the greatest, but not horrible either. And I'm talking about Derrick Henry only had 34 yards rushing. So again, man, I really think that when we talk about, you know, guys that might have been slept on a little bit in the draft, I'm starting to think Will Levis might be one of those guys because he's really stepping up. He's really looking good. I thought what he did last night was very impressive. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I think that, if he can keep this up, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really impressed with what he got going on, man. And we'll see how things work out, obviously, in his career. But like I said, I know a lot of people saying they think AR. Now, AR was playing well, but again, I say this all the time. The best ability is availability. AR was hurt not once. He was hurt twice in the first 4 weeks. He had the concussion the first time, and then he had the arm situation the next time. So again, Will Levis has been able to stay healthy, and I think he's making some real good strides right now. As of right now, I would say CJ Stroud is far cut the number one rookie quarterback. It shouldn't even be discussed at this point. And I think the discussion starts at two. Now it's not too late for Bryce Young. I still am a Bryce Young believer. I think he's in a horrible situation. That's coming from a Panthers fan. I think he's in a terrible situation. But I do think Will Levis has, at this moment, surpassed him. And I think he's even surpassed AR because he's not on the field. So I would love to hear Cam's take on that. Cam's not back yet, though. But that is one of my overreactions. I think that, and Deontay said it he said Will Levis has a solid team around him. I disagree. I don't think he has a solid team, especially as far as offensively. Now their defense is okay. I'll give them that, but the Panthers have the number 4 defense in the NFL right now. So I can't really buy that because I feel like Tennessee's offensive line is not good. It's just not. They're below average. I'm not gonna say they're terrible, but they're below average. The wide receiver core size Nuke is terrible. They go Cam. Cam is back, I think, here. We'll get him back up here in a second. But the wide receiver core is terrible in Tennessee besides Nuke. I mean, you're pretty much walking around with the same, lineup that you would have in Carolina again. So like I said, I like Levis. I wasn't a huge fan at first, but what he's shown me so far, I am impressed. Cam, are we good now? Let's make sure Cam is good. Cam, are we
Oh,
good?
I can't even tell. We good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound. Yeah, I can hear you. Are you good? Can you hear me? Is it lagging?
Yeah, you lagging a little bit on.
Okay, let me remove you. I'm gonna bring you back. So we're trying to get some technical difficulties going on. It's Christmas time. Maybe the technicians done went. I don't know what's going on, but we got some little technical issues going on. But we'll get it figured out here. But like I said, man, I think Will Levis is a really good quarterback. I thought last night and a couple of games this season. I thought the Falcons game he looked really good. I didn't think he looked bad in the Steelers game a couple weeks ago. He's looked good in a lot of games, and I don't feel like the talent is that much better in Tennessee than it is in Carolina. I just don't. He has Derrick Henry, which is one of the best running backs in the NFL, no doubt about it. And then he has Nuke, who's an aging but a decent wide receiver. He'd be Panthers' best wide receiver. But as of right now, I think I would probably take Levis over Bryce at this moment. Levis just looks a little bit more NFL ready, and that's okay. Like I said, Bryce has plenty of time to get himself together and get himself right. This is not an indictment on Bryce saying he's cooked. But I just need Bryce to pan out. I think Brad said it best. I need Bryce to pan out. As a Panther fan, I feel like without Bryce panning out, it's going to be Jover. It's going to be a long rebuild because you got to have that because if the quarterback is trash and you spent all that draft equity to get him, you're in trouble. I mean, that's just really what it is. You're in trouble. So that's how I feel. I want y'all to get in the comments. We kind of stalling right now because we're waiting on Cam to come back. He's still having some technical issues. But like I said, man, Will Levis, super excited about his future. And I think Tennessee might have some. I think next year he'll get the full reins. You know, he'll be fully the starter the whole year. And I think we'll get the real test on him. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you this. He definitely looks like he's ready to be an NFL starting quarterback. You know, at times with a lot of the rookies, you just can't tell. Hell, I even say Tommy DeVito. I don't know if y'all seen that drive last night, and we're gonna jump into him in a few minutes too. Tommy DeVito looked like he ready. To be honest, like Tommy DeVito had a lot of good plays last night. Had Wandale Robinson looking amazing last night. I'm not gonna lie, man. He had a game-winning drive last night. Again, man, Tommy DeVito was another guy you shouldn't sleep on. Deontay in the chat, he says, I was Team Stroud, but I knew no matter what we would do, we'd be okay and could reboot in 2025. 2025, either build on Bryce or get a new quarterback. See, this is the thing, though, right? So the thing about that notion, and we're going to kind of stall here, like I said, until Cam gets back. The thing about that notion is if you rebuild and give up on Bryce in 2025, which is technically after next season, you will be giving up on him before he even gets to his third season. In my personal opinion, I've always said this has always been my belief. You at least give a quarterback to his third season. That's supposed to be the notion. The first year is supposed to be, it's a rookie. Let him make mistakes. Let him find out how to work around it. The second year, let's see some progression. The third year, you need to be ready to ball. And I think getting rid of Bryce, especially with what we got going on in 2025, I feel like that's not fair, in my opinion. Because this Panthers rebuild is going to take at minimum 2 off seasons. This off season coming up and the next one. So when 2025 gets here, that's when we can evaluate Bryce. Now, if he sucks in 2025, 2026, we might be right back at the realm of we need a quarterback. I mean, that's the scary truth about where the Panthers stand right now. It's a crap show. If this Bryce thing doesn't work out, we are thoroughly screwed. I mean, it's Jover. It's going to be a bad situation if Bryce Young does not work out in Carolina because we've gave up so much. That's why I say with your point, Deontay, I think 2025 is way too soon. 2026, that's when the conversation can happen. If Bryce struggles 2025 season, 2026, he needs to be packing his bags, in my personal opinion. Brad says the same thing. He said 2025 is way too soon to get a new quarterback given the assets you've given up to get him. That's my main point right there. I agree. But with this new ownership, with the new head coach and new GM, I guess he's saying we'll see what happens. Deontay says, but look at most of the teams now. They give quarterbacks 2 years. Look at Josh Rosen going after one. And look at Hurts and Tua. they were going to move on after year two if they didn't pan out in year two. The league is moving faster now, and I agree. Don't get me wrong, man. I think that's kind of the problem too, though. Guys don't have a chance to even develop. Like in my personal opinion, this is just my opinion. Again, Cam might feel differently, and I'll wait till he gets back on. But he might feel completely different to me. But I feel like guys should have time to develop. It's not fair to throw a guy out there after 2 seasons, especially in a bad situation, and say you're out of here. Like I still feel like people giving up too quick on Zach Wilson. Did y'all not see how he played the other night ago? 300 plus yards, like 80% completion percentage. He played amazing. But again, because we're in such a give me now, I need my quarterback to be good right now league, because of Patrick Mahomes, because of Josh Allen's success early, because of Justin Herbert, now there's like this panic button, like, oh my God, our quarterback has to be good like immediately, because we've seen what those guys have done. It's really those guys' fault this is all happening. You don't have time to sit back and really build, because he brought up Tua, for example. Y'all know year two of Tua, they was trying to get rid of him. Yeah, they was trying to get rid of him year two. Year three came, boom, he came onto the scene. They was trying to get rid of Tua year two. Oh, Joe Burrow's another one. Joe Burrow's another one that had success quick. So again, I think these quarterbacks really don't get a fair shot. Now, you look at a guy like Brock Purdy too. That's another guy that's kind of came in the league and immediately has had success. But look at his situation. Who would not cook in that situation? You have the best running back in the game. You got two, I would say, top 20 wide receivers. You have probably the second best tight end in the game. You have probably the second best O-line in the game. They're loaded. You got the best defense. There, it's almost, if he would have went to San Francisco and failed, it would have been like, bro, how can you fail in this circumstance? Which is why I feel like Trey Lance is another guy that has never been given a fair chance. But that's another story for another day. With rookie cap and the quality of quarterback play, it's way easier to move on now. Drafting a bust only hurts you for 2 years now instead of 4 or 5 back in the day. The speed of everything has sped up. I agree with that, Deontay. I get what you're saying. I don't disagree with that. I just think that we got to also be fair when we're evaluating them. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just kind of how I feel about it. Let's see if we got Cam back. Look like we do. Cam, can you hear me? Is everything good? Are we okay, we're good now. All right, good. I was up here spitballing, boy, for the last 10 minutes.
Hey, man. Good looks, man. Good job, bro. My bad, bro. I had to reset the internet. I don't know why it started doing that as soon as I jumped in, but
nah, it's all good, man. Sometimes streaming will pull the Wi-Fi. So yeah, maybe that's what it was. But get back to what you were saying. You were saying my Will Levis take it's not super overreacting, but it kind of is, because you feel like
I will put him at third among rookie quarterbacks.
Okay.
I still think Anthony Richardson was just better, to be honest with you. I think he was a little bit more electric.
Yeah.
So when we posted it earlier about the question about Will Levis, I started to put, with obviously CJ Stroud playing elite, Anthony Richardson being electric, but unfortunately out for the season. Yeah. And then Bryce Young kind of struggling. Where do we put Will Levis in the mix of all that? Because I feel like his play has gotten kind of lost. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Titans, they're not really a good team. I mean, they're 3-4 in the 7 games that he's played, but he still has been a very good quarterback, and I think he's at least earned that job for next year. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we were just talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he's at least gotten that job for sure. The rest of the year probably too. I don't know if Tannehill's still hurt or if he's just benched right now, but I think Will Levis has definitely earned a shot in this league. So I wouldn't say, I think it's just a little bit of an overreaction to say he's the second best quarterback or second best rookie quarterback, but I don't think it's really a stretch though. I mean, to be real with you, I mean, he in a way he kind of is, because Anthony Richardson is hurt. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but I think if AR was still fully healthy, I think he'd be in that conversation for 2 at least.
Go ahead and give me your overreaction. I know we wasted a lot of time there. Go ahead and give me your overreaction there.
Okay, I got one.
Yep.
Overreaction for me. Brock Purdy is a top 10 NFL quarterback.
Oh no, that's not an overreaction. That's facts. I don't
What?
I don't think that's an overreaction at this point.
What?
At this point, if we're going off of this season, just this season, even though I was just talking about him being in the perfect system, because it's
Mhm.
hard to be trash in that system. You have the like I just said before you got back on, you have the best running back in the game, right? You have probably two of the top 20 or so, 25 wide receivers. We can about agree on that. Maybe top 25 receivers in the NFL. You have probably the second best tight end in the NFL. Second or third, somewhere up in that ballpark. You have probably the second best O line behind the Eagles,
Mhm.
right? You have arguably the second best defense behind the Cowboys, in my opinion.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to be trash if you. He's literally in the perfect situation as a quarterback,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
But in his defense, he's performing well.
Yeah.
He's performing well. He's doing everything he needs to do and really excelling as well. Like I said, in my opinion, I don't think that's an overreaction, bro. I would say he's top 10 right now. He might
Bet.
be right at 10, right at 9 because of what I just said. His circumstances are perfect, but I think he's in. I would put him top 10.
So let me amend it a little bit then.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy is the leading MVP candidate.
I cannot believe I'm about to say that. That is an overreaction.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I cannot believe I'm giving this guy credit. Dak Prescott is the MVP leader at this
MVP.
I cannot believe I'm saying this because y'all know how I feel about Dak Prescott. I think he's an overrated guy, but I can't say that this year. He has performed,
Yeah.
especially the last month and a half.
Oh yeah.
To me, I think Dak Prescott is the MVP leader at this moment, bro. I
Yeah.
cannot believe I'm saying that. And I think Brock Purdy is a close second. I think Tariq Hill should still be in the mix. I don't know about you. If you watched that game last night, as soon as he left, that offense looked like the Panthers'
Yeah.
offense. It was pedestrian.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm not gonna lie. I think Tariq Hill needs to be just as much in there as those three. But I think Dak Prescott is your MVP leader right now, in
Yeah.
my personal opinion.
Yeah.
Especially after
I,
what he did to the Eagles, he dismantled.
right. Right.
He didn't just beat them, no, he dismantled them, bro.
Right. I mean, he leads the NFL in passing touchdowns. He hasn't turned the ball over much this season, which is one of the things we talked about before the season that was going to hurt the Cowboys. But he clearly it's not hurting because he's not turning the ball over right now.
Yeah,
And ultimately he's just leading one of the better offenses in the NFL, and it's mostly due to him, mostly due to
yeah,
his play. So yeah, I absolutely can agree to that. Dak Prescott is probably sitting at one. I think Brock Purdy, kind of to talk about it a little bit more, it's this is gonna about this guy. This is going to be his how do I put this is gonna be the conversation around Brock Purdy for however long the 49ers are gonna be this loaded. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I think that's the most unfortunate thing for him because in my opinion, I think if you keep performing past or on the level that he's performing at,
Yeah,
for as long as he's been doing it now. I mean, it's been over a year now. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point we have to say, okay, maybe he is a product of the system, but maybe he also is part of that system. You know what I'm saying? Like it's clear that even though as much talent as Trey Lance had, he's just not as good as Brock Purdy, right? You know what I'm
right.
saying? And it's clear as as smart or whatever qualities they thought Jimmy G had, he also wasn't as good as Brock Purdy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like at some point we kind of got to give this dude a little bit of credit. You know what I'm saying? That's kind
yeah,
of where I'm at with putting him in the top 10. Talent wise, it's whatever, but as far as production and what you've done on the field, he got to be there, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I mean, he's been absolutely incredible, to be real with you.
yeah,
And it's not even so much as I know a lot of people say that the 49ers benefit from, yards after the catch and everything. And they do, you know what I'm saying? But he also has a pretty good deep ball on him too. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I'd be curious to see shout out to whoever makes the deep ball project on Twitter. I know you have you seen those reports, the deep ball project reports.
No, I haven't.
Basically Basically, it's a huge uh few spreadsheets that talks about like the deep ball, okay, and it kind of breaks down everything, like passes thrown 20 yards down the field, 40 yards down the field, 60 if anybody has those. And it kind of talks about accuracy and all of that stuff. I'd be curious to see where Brock Purdy lands on that list. I think
Yeah.
last year Geno Smith was like number one on the deep ball project. I think Justin Fields was like in the top 5 or 10 or something like that. So
Hmm.
I'd be just curious to see where Brock Purdy lands this year. But
Yeah.
but yeah, moving on to your next overreaction, bro.
So my next overreaction, you actually took one of them. I was gonna say Dak was the MVP, so we'll move on from
Oh,
that
my
one.
bad. My
No, no, no,
fault.
you're good. No, 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 you're good, man. That just makes it easier for me. So my next overreaction, and this is coming from a Hawks fan. So we're moving over to NBA a little bit.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the Atlanta Hawks need to blow that team up,
Yeah.
including Trey Young. Including Trey Young. Blow the whole team up. I'm done with it. I'm
Yeah.
done with this team is set up to be mediocre year in, year out. Blow it up. I'm sorry. DeJounte, I know we just signed him. I know we just signed Trey. I know we just signed Big Okongwu. Trade them all. Blow it up, bro.
Yeah.
This team is just set up to go 41 and 41. Nothing more and more likely less than anything. And I said this before. I think Jalen Johnson was the second best player on our team
Yeah.
this
I
year
agree.
before he got hurt. And as
Hmm.
soon as he got hurt, the team looks like absolute garbage.
Hmm.
I think the Hawks need to blow this thing up again. Probably an unpopular opinion. I think they need to blow it up though.
Um, man, I'm gonna say I think it's valid. I think that's valid. I think it's hard because in the NBA, you know what I'm saying, blowing it up, I don't know how often that works. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But at the same time, what y'all have right now ain't working either.
it ain't
You know what I'm
working.
saying?
No.
So yeah, I understand where you coming from when you say that. I think personally, I think you need to keep Trey. I still think you should hold on to Trey. I'll say that. Obviously, Jalen Johnson has been great. And I think there are a few other pieces here and there that can stay on the squad. Really, the main thing I think you need, as the Hawks, I think they just need another. I mean, really, even a number one option. Just somebody they
And
need.
you took my point. I was about to say I don't
Yeah,
think Trey Young is a number one option on a
nah,
championship
and I
team.
don't think. And now, if you had to say that, I think that's almost an underreaction. Like I think we need to be having those serious conversations
Yeah,
about Trey. I like Trey.
I like
People
Trey Young
know,
too. He's my favorite
yeah,
player in the NBA right now.
right. People know I love me some Trey for real. Like, but at 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 some point we gotta have the conversation. Like, he's just not gonna be the number one option on the
No,
championship team.
no.
He probably be a number two, like a really good number two. You know what I'm saying? But if you get Trey
Yeah,
out there,
yeah,
you get Trey out there as a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, get him out there, give him some talent around him, and I mean like
yeah,
a legit number one option presence. I'm talking like a Kevin Durant type beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need
yeah,
somebody for real.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
In order for that team to be contenders. So I
Yeah,
think they should blow it up. Like, DeJounte probably need to go.
yeah,
Clint Capella, I don't know how much more value you gonna get out of him. He probably can roll. But Trey Young and Jalen Johnson, I think you need to keep them boys. But everybody else probably can be on the chopping block.
yeah. No, I agree. Go ahead with
Yeah.
yours.
Uh I'm gonna stick with the NBA. Um, ooh, let me say I'm trying to find one. Let me just put it this way, because I know a lot of people be talking about me when I say this. So I'm gonna just say it. Tyrese Halliburton is on a Linsanity run, but it's an extended Linsanity run. It's not like Linsanity only lasted 9 days. Like, we way past that, but he's on the Linsanity run.
So hold on. Are you trying to say you don't think? I'm trying to gauge if it's an overreaction or not.
So
So,
let me explain.
okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Where would you rank Halliburton as far as a point guard in the league?
See, and that's the thing. Like, obviously, right now, the way he playing, you can put him at one, but I don't know, man.
So do you?
I
Okay,
s-
let me ask you a question. Do you think Halliburton is a number can be eventually a number one on on a championship winning team?
no, no, I don't. And let me tell you, and actually, let me explain a little further what I mean when I say this, because I know he plays for the Pacers. I know they ain't
Yeah,
really all that good. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I
Hmm.
understand they ain't really ain't got no squad outside of him, and Miles Turner. But listen, man, I've seen a lot of people put him ahead of other point guards like Dame Lillard,
Yeah.
like De'Aaron Fox. You know what I'm saying? Like even a Trey Young. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I don't. I've seen them boys perform in the postseason.
Right.
Halliburton ain't even made the postseason
Ain't
yet.
even
You
made
know what
it.
I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at. I'm not saying that he's not a good player or a great
So
player. I just don't know if he in that conversation yet. He playing out of his mind. That's why I call it
yeah,
a
for
insanity
sure. Yeah,
run.
he is.
Because
He
he
is.
playing out of his mind. But is he gonna come back down to earth eventually? Is basically what I'm trying to get at.
Let me ask you a question now. Do you think Halliburton and Lamelo Ball are on the same level?
See, that's another player that a lot of people have been saying. Uh
Because I do. I think
yeah,
Halliburton and Lamelo are on like the same level. So if you're
yeah,
saying he shouldn't be up there with the Dame Lillards, and I would say that's not an overreaction. But I
right.
think the Lynn Sandy thing, I kind
Oh,
of disagree with that because if he continues to do this all season, that
yeah.
ain't no insanity run, brother. That's
No,
the dude
that's
might have done turned the corner because you could
right.
make that same argument really about Anthony Edwards. He's having a tremendous season right now. But
Okay.
it might just
Okay.
be his development is really happening right in front of us, and we're seeing it grow. You
Okay.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I
Yeah, I do.
said with the Linsanity run, see, because what you saying Linsanity run, it makes it seem like Halliburton
He gonna
ain't
fall
all
off
that. Like
and be
he
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
potential to
Okay,
be
okay.
good. Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
the Insanity run is what's kind of throwing me off. So I get what you're saying though.
Yeah,
I'm trying to react is if it's a overreaction or not. Because I
yeah,
do agree. I think he is getting a little overhyped right now. Deservedly so though, because he's playing amazing.
right.
Also, as well, he could just be turning that corner, bro.
He could be.
That's why I said for me, I'm gonna say after taking in what you're saying, I'm gonna say that's an overreaction.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think he's actually turned the corner, bro.
yeah. And he could be. I mean, he made the All-Star team last
And
year, so it wasn't like
honestly,
he
I thought Lamelo Ball was turning the corner before he got hurt. He was
yeah,
playing on a
he was too.
MVP level
But see, and
before he
that's
got
and
hurt.
and that's the thing, like, and don't get me wrong, Halliburton was an all-star last year. You know,
Yep.
he had a good season last year as well.
Yep.
But we got to see it. I for me, I'm a
You see
crown
him
you.
you guys seen the
I'm
playoffs.
I'm a crown you once you do it in the playoffs.
Yep,
I'm
I
a
get it.
crown you once you do it there. You
I get
feel
it.
me?
I
And I'm the biggest proponent of the regular season. I think it should matter. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
Um, but you got to for me to crown you, you got to do it when it's needed and you got
Yeah.
to make it there first. You know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't crowned LaMelo yet.
Yeah.
Even though I know he's really good, I just ain't crowned him yet because and don't get me wrong, I definitely understand what he got going on in Charlotte. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But again, for you to be in that top tier, you got
Mhm.
to take it there, bro. You got to get
Yeah.
to the playoffs
No, I
and
get
you
it.
got to at least perform in there. That's why I'm still high on Trey Young because we seen what he did in that one run to the Eastern
Yeah.
Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? I'm high on it was another player that I just talked about, De'Aaron Fox. I'm
De'Aaron
high on
Fox.
him because he was taking it to the Warriors all series.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. But
Okay.
give me your next
Let
give
me
me
give
your
you
next
another overreaction here. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably gonna be a popular one. Y'all probably gonna agree. Let's go back to football here. I think Tommy DeVito is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up with you. And again, and the reason I say that, when I seen some of them throws he made on that game winning drive last night against a really a hot Green Bay Packers team. That team has
Yes.
won like 5 out of the last 6 games. They were
Yes.
hot coming in that game, and he
Yes.
completely outplayed what's his name, Jordan Love, who's
Jordan
been
Love.
hot. I think Tommy DeVito is a better quarterback than Daniel Jones was. I don't understand Daniel Jones getting paid the $40 million anyway. It never makes sense to me because I
Yeah.
think he's a below average quarterback.
Yeah.
And you paid him all that money. I'm not gonna lie. I do. I don't know if Tommy DeVito is a franchise quarterback, and I'm not saying that, but I think I would absolutely put DeVito over Daniel Jones.
Over Daniel Jones.
Now I know Daniel Jones your boy because look, AB already brought it up in the
What is?
comments. Somebody on this podcast
Hey man.
said quarterback. Hey, listen.
Hey. But here's what I think, bro. I think ooh, man. Okay, let me put it this way.
Yep.
I disagree, but I don't think it's an overreaction.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think it's an overreaction because he is balling. That's
Yeah.
one he's playing very, very, very good football.
I mean, he's had 100 passing rate in every single game he's played in. Over 100.
It's things like that that make me wonder what's good with all these quarterbacks that come into the league super late round. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't DeVito, what was he? Was he undrafted or am I not
Undrafted,
mistaken?
completely undrafted.
He was completely undrafted. Brock Purdy was the last pick. Now, my boy right here, now he talking about Tyrod. Anybody that knows me and knows me well, I like me some Tyrod.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
You love Tyrod.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get no arguments from me on that. I do like Tyrod. I still think he should be the Bills quarterback, but that's another story for another day.
Crazy.
No, I'm just playing. But yeah, DeVito, man, he been playing really good, man. I just wonder, like, a lot of these quarterbacks come in with a lot of experience. You know what I'm saying? So I just wonder. Yeah, Brad. Yeah, that's a good point. Tommy DeVito saved Dayball's job. I don't think he would have got fired this year.
Bro, because look, they only a game out of getting into the playoffs. You know that, right?
Right. Yeah, I know. Right, I look at it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think, and that's why because I was thinking about it last night. I was like, man, Dayball started off like really bad. You know what I'm saying? But he's starting to show that he can obviously coach a team. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about it in the group chat earlier this year, but I said last year was a great year. You know what I'm saying? Dayball, I believe he won Coach of the Year. That was a great year. This year was a terrible year.
Yeah.
And this was at that point in the season where they had only won one game or two games, whatever it was. Yeah. It was a terrible year. So I said it almost canceled each other out. And so his third year, Dayball's third year, was really going to be the make or break. Yeah. If it was a bad year again, they probably was going to cut him.
Over.
But it looks like Brad said, he might even get longer than that to prove what he's working with.
They screw around and make this playoff, which is very possible because the NFC is absolutely garbage. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like 6 teams, like 6 and 7 right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
bad,
bro. It's so bad. I seen that the Bears were still in contention, bro.
Yes, the Bears are like 2 games out.
Yeah, they 5-8, I believe.
It's bad, bro. It's bad.
That's what I'm saying. So but back to your take about DeVito and Jones. I mean, I don't think it's an overreaction though, because Jones just didn't look good at all this year, and he really didn't look good. He ain't looked good before last year. He didn't. I mean, he's had last year was an average year. His rookie season was probably his best year, and even then, you could say he was kind of trash.
Yeah.
And then his second year was awful. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not mad at the take at all. To be really honest with you, I'm not mad at it at all.
All right, give me. I'm gonna go. You give me one more. Well, actually, you give me 2 more. I'm gonna give you one more, and then we're gonna end it off and talk about something else. So you give me one.
Give you 2 more. Ooh. Let me give you one about football.
Yep.
Okay. Overreaction.
Yep.
I'll be real with you. the Kansas City Chiefs are not a top 5 team in the NFL.
That ain't wrong. That ain't wrong. That's not an overreaction, bro.
Man,
That's not an overreaction. Now, I'm gonna tell you the teams I would put over the Chiefs right now.
yeah,
I'm putting your Ravens up above them.
yeah,
They looking
yeah,
amazing right now. I'm putting the Cowboys, Niners, and Eagles because the Eagles beat them over them. So that's already 4 teams I've named right there.
yeah,
I know the Dolphins lost last night. I would probably still put them over them. That's
yeah,
5 right there
yeah,
that I would easily be like, oh, yep, they're better. That Kansas City team has a real problem.
yeah,
Like, I know we try to say, oh, it's Mahomes. They'll finally get it right. No, bro. I think that team has a serious problem, bro. I'm not
yeah,
going to lie. Like, again, and kudos to, Kansas City and the run they've had. It's been amazing. They've been to the playoffs every single year since Mahomes suited up. They've always made it to the AFC
AFC.
Championship. They've been there all the time. But I'm just telling you, bro, in my opinion. Oh, I forgot. I might would even put the Jaguars over them now. I might.
Yeah,
So it's a couple teams I would put. I think that wide receiver core is terrible. Kadarius Toney is one of the worst wide receivers in the NFL. This dude absolutely stinks. Giants fans should be celebrating the streets of New York because that dude sucks. He sucks, man. Just in my opinion, man, I think that you know I think it's a chance they might not make the playoffs, bro.
ooh,
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just telling you, it's a chance, bro.
what are
Look
they
at
sitting at?
look
What are
how
they sitting?
Denver is turning it around all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
yeah.
Denver is playing very well, has won 6 out of their last 7 games. I'm just
Oh, I
telling
didn't
you,
know it was like
bro.
that.
How far are they from Denver right now?
Yeah, I'm about to look. That's what I'm about to look up right
Look
now.
that
I
up
got
because
you.
I would like to know because I feel like because Denver just won the other day ago again, right?
They blew the Chargers out 24-7.
So that what I'm saying, they should be like right on their heels. Let me pull
So
this up real quick.
Denver, let's see standings. So
So
right
yeah,
now,
Denver ain't nothing but a game out.
yeah, yep, they one game out. Wow, I ain't even know that, bro. I ain't
All
even
I'm
know. I
saying
didn't
is,
realize. I didn't realize Denver was surging like that.
yes, they've won 6 out of the last 7 games. Yeah.
I knew they started off like trash, and then they kind of turned it on, but I didn't know it was like, oh, and they beat the Chiefs. Hold on,
Exactly.
how I
They
missed
beat them
that?
once.
Yeah, I
Yes.
see it. Yeah, blew them boys out too. Okay,
Yeah. Now,
and they beat.
granted, the Chiefs got it kind of easy because they had the Patriots going for the Raiders. Now, the Bengals all of a sudden look kind of good with that Jake Browning kid. So I don't know how
Yeah,
that's
they
going to
do.
look. And
Yeah,
then the Chargers. So, in all reality, they really should only probably, they really could win all these games because Patriots stink, Raiders stink. Bengals, I'm not going to lie, they still look pretty good. And then the Chargers won't have Justin Herbert because he's out for the season.
yeah,
So
he out for the
they
year now.
should win every single game in this slot in at the year 12-5. But we'll see.
Yep.
We'll
Hey,
see.
you got it though, man. I yeah, I didn't realize that
Yeah,
they
they
was
own
really
them.
slumping like that.
Yeah, they own
And
them.
right now they still sitting at third right now. But
Because when
hey,
you look at the Broncos season, the rest of their season, it's pretty easy too. They got one more hard game, and that's the Lions. They beat the Lions next week. Actually, they play on Saturday this week. If they beat the Lions, bro, they running the table too.
yeah,
They running the table if they get past the Lions this week, and then that will put them at 11-6.
yeah,
So it's
bro,
really no error. It's no really. It's not really a lot of mistakes Kansas City can make right now, bro.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
Denver
The,
is
the
hot.
the margin of error is tiny.
It's tiny.
While we talking about margin of error, I just want to bring up the Ravens schedule.
Yeah.
I want you to understand. So they 10-3 right now, tied for the
Yeah.
best record in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're not getting enough love for it. But
No, they're not.
at the same time, I do want to bring this up too, though. The rest of their schedule was rough. So they got the
Yeah.
Jaguars. They got the Jaguars on Sunday night.
Yeah.
They got the 49ers the following Monday.
On Christmas Day, that's gonna be a good game.
They got
Christmas night, yeah.
they got the Dolphins after that, and then they got the
Whew.
Steelers after that.
Goodness gracious.
That's a tough schedule.
That's tough. Yeah.
That's a tough. Now hear me loud and clear when I say this. I know this kind of getting off topic. We'll get back on it, but if the Ravens find a way to win I mean, hell, if they win even
Two.
if they, yeah, two or three, if they win two or three of those games on that schedule,
They'll be the
or
number
even
one seed.
four, they should be easily in the Super Bowl. If they win out, they have no excuse not to make the Super Bowl
Yeah.
because
It's,
that's a gauntlet that you facing. And if you beat them all now, you need to be able to beat them all in a couple of weeks in the playoffs because that's pretty much that could be your matchup. You could have
and two, not to cut you off, but to give your Ravens a little bit of credit too. I see a lot of people say, "Oh, Ravens fraudulent. They barely beat the Rams." No, bro. Sean McVay is doing a
yeah.
hell of a coaching
What?
job. Sean
What?
McVay is doing probably his best coaching job I've ever seen him do.
Yes. It,
With that team. That team should be 3-win team, 2-win team at
bro.
best. And they are battling. They're in that 6-7
They in
range
this,
in the
bro.
NFC that could possibly make the playoffs. They are
Right.
having
I
a
mean,
really good season. Puka Nakua looks like an absolute like
oh
beast. Like, you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, again, bro. So I see a lot of people giving the Ravens a hard time about barely winning that game. But I'm telling you, the Rams are a good team. Another team that's been hot
Right.
lately. They've won like 4 of their last 5 games.
Exactly.
So,
The
again, I
Ram.
want to get cause I seen a lot of people on Twitter saying that on Sunday. I'm like, bro, the Rams
Yeah.
are actually playing really good. I think Sean McVay is doing the best coaching job I've ever
Yep.
seen.
And they not and the reason why they saying it is because Sean McVay was contemplating retirement before the
Yep.
season started,
Mm-hmm.
and they was surprised because we all thought. I remember we talked about it before the season. We was like the Rams and the Cardinals was gonna be bottom barrel of the NFC
Yep.
West. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? We didn't think they was gonna be that. I mean,
I
we
think
didn't
on
think they
here
was.
I had them winning like 4 games.
Yeah, we didn't
In
think they was gonna
24
be
hour
this
predictions, I think
good
I had them
because
winning 4 games.
they just didn't seem like they was coming into the season like serious at all. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't sure about Stafford's health. We wasn't
Yep.
sure about Cooper Cup's health. We didn't know who Puka Nakua was. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We didn't know that Tutu Atwell was gonna have a nice little season. You know what I'm saying? They've been very good, but anyway, yeah. Go ahead, give me your
Let me
last
give you my
overreaction.
last prediction, man. Oh, this is my last reaction, overreaction here. What the LA Dodgers is doing in baseball is absolutely cheating. I don't care. What the LA Dodgers are doing, I will say it again. What the LA Dodgers are doing in baseball right now with the Shohei Ohtani contract is absolutely cheating.
Yeah,
The fact that you're going to pay probably the best player in baseball $2 million for the first 10 years, so you can, bro, they can go add 2 or 3 more superstars on
yeah,
that team if they wanted to because of this,
yeah.
and absolutely dominate baseball for the next 10 years if they wanted to.
Yep.
I think what the Dodgers are doing right now is absolutely cheating. Is that an overreaction or not?
So I'm gonna say it's an overreaction because well actually no. The way you explain it, no, it's not an overreaction. Like that should be what happens.
Yeah,
But my rationale behind it is, I don't keep up with baseball like that, but I know people that talk about the Dodgers choking for
yeah,
some reason. You know what I'm saying? I know people that talk about basically they saying that the Dodgers they gonna get all this talent and
yeah,
then they're not gonna go nowhere with it. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, the Dodgers are playing well within the rules
yeah.
of
They are.
baseball. You know what
Yep,
I'm
they
saying?
are.
Because they're as far as I know, there are no contract rules in baseball, is what it seems like.
Mm-mm.
And so
So I don't
the
even think they have.
Dodgers,
I don't even think they have a salary cap.
that's what some people were saying. They ain't got no
Yeah,
salary, something. But the Dodgers have what's it called? Or the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani, what they have done is they created a pathway for basically him to win not just one ring, but multiple rings in those 10 years and bring championships to LA.
yeah,
That's pretty much what Otani and his agent and that contract says.
yeah,
Hey, you gonna get basically what he's saying is y'all gonna get me for free.
yeah.
I'm
Pretty
coming
much.
here. We gonna play for right now. We gonna play to win. That's why I'm here. I spent 5 seasons in with the Angels. Obviously, they had Mike Trout and they had me.
Mhm.
Arguably two of the greatest baseball players of all time, and they were able to do Nathan with it.
Nothing.
So
That
I'm coming.
the Angels, the Anaheim, they call them Anaheim Angels. They should be kicked out the league. I mean, they
They
are
need to be
pathetic.
relegated.
Yeah,
That's
they need to be
ridiculous.
relegated, bro. It's
I,
ridiculous.
bro, that's like having I mean, it's pretty much like almost. I mean, I don't know if it's the baseball equivalent, but that's like the Warriors not making the playoffs ever
Yeah, yeah. No,
when
that's
they
pretty much
had
what it is,
KD
bro.
when they had KD and Steph, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's like Mike and Scotty not doing nothing, bro. Like,
Yeah,
come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, all that to say is I think the Dodgers, if they don't win at least 2 or 3 rings in that 10 years that they have Otani, it's a bust, bro.
yeah.
It's
I
a bust.
agree.
I mean, one is enough, I guess, but if they don't win two or
I,
more,
they need about
it's a
two.
bust, bro.
I
You
think
got to get
two.
two. You got to get two,
Yeah.
bro.
With
I know it's
Mookie
hard to
Betts,
win.
Freddie Freeman, all those guys, bro,
Yeah.
you gotta get at least two,
They
bro.
still got what's his name? Kershaw too.
Kershaw,
Yeah.
they
They
still got
say
him
he
too. Yeah,
they say he the reason why they be losing, but I don't know nothing about that. But anyway,
I think two gotta. The LA Dodgers need at
they
least
got to
two
get two,
rings,
bro.
at least in the next 10 years, at
They
least
got to get two, bro.
two.
You you
Um,
you got to get, like I said, that Otani dude ain't no joke. They got
bro,
to
he's
get
pretty much
two,
the
bro.
Patrick Mahomes of
Yes.
baseball. Like
Yes.
he's the
Yes.
best. And
Yes.
it's pretty much like nobody even argues it.
Right.
So
And then that
again,
contract, and then the fact that me and you was talking about it before the show started, but it's 10 years, 700 mil. But the way
mhm,
that is written and everything
they
is
treated
basically a
it.
20-year contract, bro.
Mhm.
Man, the Dodgers don't know how good they have it. Yeah, they're gonna be paying a lot of money after the contract or
Yeah.
after he leaves,
That's
but
why I say they need to win as many rings as possible now because when that money does kick in, they're
it's
screwed.
Jover.
Yeah,
Because I'm
they are
from
screwed, bro.
between 2034 and 2043.
Just sit out baseball in LA because it's
Yeah,
Jover. It's
it's
Jover, bro. It's
don't do
Jover.
that. It's Jover, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Go ahead, give
any
me your last one.
so I got you one right here. All
Yep.
right. It's better to build a team and roll with, yeah, okay. It's better to build a team and a system than it is to draft a quarterback #1 overall.
I
And
think.
let me explain what I mean by that.
Mhm.
The 49ers and Brock Purdy,
Yep.
the Giants and Tommy DeVito right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Or let me give you another example. Shoot, even dog on the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Even them. Like, if you can hit on a quarterback late, bro. I mean, shoot, the Dallas Cowboys, matter of
Yeah.
fact, while we talking about it,
Yeah.
with Dak. The Seattle Seahawks with Russell Wilson,
Yep.
the Patriots with Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
All these teams, you know what I'm saying? All these quarterbacks, all these great all-time great Super Bowl championship teams, and then obviously the 49ers and Cowboys right now. They quarterbacks weren't taken in the first round.
Yeah. I mean,
Their
you can say the
quarterbacks
same with
wasn't taken
Jalen
in the
Hurts
second
too.
round.
Jalen Hurts was in the second round.
Jalen Hurts. You
He was
right.
almost
Even
third
Jalen
round.
Hurts.
He was
Yep.
almost third round.
That's right. You right. I just think at this point, I'm looking at it. Bryce Young, #1 overall pick, traded the farm for him. Ain't working out. It's not his fault. Before
Yeah.
y'all get on me, it's not his fault.
Yeah.
It ain't working out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I'm trying to think who. Give me another one, bro, because I know it's plenty more out there. Damn.
Yeah.
Look at the last couple #1 overall picks. Burrow worked out, sure. Shoot, who else we got? Trevor Lawrence. He's kind of working out. Kyler Murray, yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jameis Winston, nah. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Andrew
Mariota.
Luck,
No.
not really. No. Cam Newton kind of worked, but they failed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but look at all these other guys: Dak, Russell,
Yeah.
Hurts. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Purdy. I mean, all these guys have been drafted late, and they teams are just excelling. You know what I'm saying? So do you think that's an overreaction that you kind of need to just build your team and focus on the quarterback position later, and even in a later round if you don't get them in the first?
I'm starting to come around to that's not an overreaction. I think, and even your boy, I know he was still took in the first round, but he was took the last pick of the
Yeah,
first
the
round.
last pick. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson. And if we go back to that draft, he should have been the number one pick
Oh, he should have been number one. Yeah, no
in
question.
that draft.
No question.
So
He should have been number
again,
one.
I think that's not an overreaction. I 100% agree with you. And I think that's where we're at now. Where and shout out to Panthers culture because he was saying this like 2-3 years ago when we had Teddy. He was saying like, bro, we just need to build up around whoever gonna come in here and be the rookie and then ball out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once we got everything built, once we got the O line built, wide receivers, all that, we then by that time we ready to get the quarterback last. Pretty much the icing on the cake.
Yep.
And I hate to say it, Kyle looks like he was right. I mean,
Yeah.
look at the situation in San Francisco again. Every quarterback that's walked in that door in San Francisco in the last couple years has exceeded, bro. I mean, that's just what it is because even Jimmy Garoppolo took that team to Super Bowl. Think about that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Garoppolo. He's probably like a bottom 10 starter in the NFL right now, bottom 15.
He
He
not even a
even
starter
took,
no more. He benched.
exactly. He
Yeah.
he even took that team to the championship. So
Yep.
that's what I'm saying. When you build everything up the right way, like the 49ers, I keep using them. Hell, like the Eagles, like the Cowboys seem to be doing. You can say what you want to say about them. They draft very well.
Yep.
Look at Deron Bland. They took him in the 6th round. He looks like a top 10 corner in football right now.
Yep.
So again, when you do that and you do everything the right way, it pans out for you. So yeah,
Yep.
I don't think that's an overreaction at all, bro. I don't.
Yeah. I mean, I just look at all these teams and it kind of I just look at the talent that they have and how they've done it.
Yeah.
It's not even so much during the draft. I mean, we can consider like look what the 49ers gave up to get Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like those were draft picks,
Yeah.
but it's working for them. And they drafted so well with them picks that they had before him and with the picks that they're gonna have after him. It
Yeah.
don't even matter at this point. You know what
You
I'm
know
saying?
what's so crazy, bro? And I don't even think they screwed up the. I don't even think they screwed up the Trey Lance trade because he never really played. But they screwed up that whole thing and still ain't paid for it
Right.
because they drafted so well everywhere else.
Right.
It did not even matter that they traded all their assets to get up and get Trey Lance, and it didn't work
Bro.
out.
It
That's what good franchises do. They
exactly.
draft everything correct and go from there.
And and the funny thing is, you can look at that trade and use that as evidence as the opposite
Yeah,
because they did build a great team
they did.
and then they went and got their quarterback and it still didn't work out, but it worked out when
Yeah.
they kept building the team around the
Mm-hmm.
guy that they was gonna replace.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like they thought they had a good enough roster
Yep.
around Jimmy G to where they was like, we gonna bring in Trey and Trey gonna take this thing.
Yep.
But then they let Jimmy keep playing. They put Trey on the bench, and then Trey came in as a starter. They built around him a little bit just for them couple of games or whatever, and was like, you know what? He got hurt. Brock Purdy got in, and they
And Paul.
realized, shoot, we can keep building. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? We
Mhm.
now we don't even have to pick. We can get we lost a lot with Trey. Yeah, sure, we lost a lot of draft capital, but it don't matter because
Yeah.
we good. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, you absolutely right, bro. Like it's it's insane, man. It really is insane, bro.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
agree. One more subject before we go. I talked about this earlier before we started. I want to do a who would you rather have Tommy DeVito edition. So let's
Oh,
go ahead
Tommy
and do
DeVito.
it.
Okay.
Who would you
Okay.
rather have? Tommy DeVito or Mac Jones?
Hey, man, come on. Come on now. Come on now.
Who you
DeVito for
taking,
sure.
Cam?
DeVito, bro. DeVito.
I'm
Matt
going.
Jones on the bench. He not
Yeah,
even QB1 no more,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. I'm going
DeVito.
DeVito as well. Okay, let me ask you another one. Who would you rather have? Tommy DeVito or Will Levis?
Ooh. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
gonna take.
Levis
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna
this
take
one.
Levis. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
take Levis. Levis. I think Levis has been really impressive. I think,
he
man.
has.
Again. he's one of those guys where I'm like, bro, imagine if I know just kind of contradicting myself, but imagine if the
Yeah,
49ers had a guy like him. You know what I'm saying? That would make me that would drive me insane, bro.
yeah,
that would drive
nah,
that would drive anybody insane. I think he's really good, bro.
yeah. Nah, I agree. Let me ask you another one. Tommy DeVito or Bryce Young? Let's just go right there. Tommy DeVito or Bryce Young?
I mean, I'ma still go Bryce,
Yeah,
but look, man. I know we talk about the Panthers wide receivers, but the Giants ain't really got much
they
of
ain't got
nobody either.
nothing either for real, and he hooping.
And they offensive line damn near
It's
just as bad
Andrew
as
Thomas.
ours.
Yeah, it's Andrew Thomas, and that's it.
Yeah,
And you can say the same
they
thing about
do.
the Panthers. It's Taylor Moton, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, they do have Saquon,
Yeah,
but
I would still take Bryce Young
yeah, I would take
uh
Bryce,
over him though. I would still
but
take him over, but
DeVito playing good though.
he is,
He's
bro.
playing good.
Tommy DeVito or Jimmy G. I think I'm taking DeVito over Jimmy G
Man,
right now.
that's a
I'm
good
not.
one.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think I'm taking DeVito over Jimmy G, bro.
That's a
I'm
good
not
one.
gonna lie.
I would probably take. I mean, you probably got to take DeVito because, like I said, I mean, Jimmy G got benched.
Yeah,
And he
it's
got
Joe.
benched. He got benched and had Devontae Adams he could throw it to,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Jacoby Myers,
Exactly.
and Hunter Renfro. You
And
know what
Hunter
I'm saying?
Renfro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
nah, I ain't fooling with that. Yeah, it's gonna have to be DeVito.
Okay. Jimmy G. I mean, not Jimmy G. DeVito or Matthew Stafford. Who you
Oh, it's
taking?
Stafford. It's
Yeah,
Stafford.
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree. Stafford
yeah,
having actually a low key good season, like
man,
quietly.
bro. If you seen some of them throws that he was making against the
Yeah,
Ravens on Sunday, bro, my God,
yeah,
bro, I'm like
crazy, crazy.
Stafford. Oh, matter of fact, let me add this to the overreaction list while we talking.
Yeah, go ahead.
I tweeted this the other day. Matthew Stafford is a top 5 thrower of the football ever.
Mm.
That man toss. He's slinging that thing, bro. Not talking about like
Yeah,
quarterback
I
or
get what
nothing
you're
like that.
saying.
I'm
No,
just
no, no.
yeah.
I'm, because as far as passing the ball, I mean, he's up there, bro. I'm not gonna
He up
lie.
there, bro.
Like I mean, you think about Philip Rivers, right? Think about
Yeah.
guys like Philip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers,
As
Aaron
far as
Rodgers,
arm talent, bro, I
Mahomes.
disagree. I think it's a little bit of overreaction. But if you
Okay.
said top 10, I think I could buy. I think I could buy
Yeah.
into that. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Top 10, top five, probably a little too much.
Yeah.
But top 10, 15, oh yeah, I definitely
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
And I
He
think also too as well having Megatron obviously helped his career a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly I kind of feel bad for him because I
And
just
Cooper Cup.
imagine if he had a Megatron come through just a little bit later in his career.
Later,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
Like that would have been insane. And it was
Yeah,
already insane enough,
yeah,
but like that would have been crazy. So
yeah,
no, I agree. I think Stafford, man, I think man, his the way he be throwing that thing, I mean, he just be fitting it in some crazy windows
yeah,
and he be kind of side arming it and he didn't do I just seen him do some no looks.
yeah.
Man, he threw one. I mean, he was rolling out, he was going left, and he had to throw it back across his body to the right. And it was
Mhm.
like, I mean, he almost kind of jumped and threw that thing. I mean, it was just a perfect pass. I was like, this is ridiculous, right?
Yeah. Nah, he
But
still got it, man. He's still pretty good.
yeah.
Let me ask you one more, and I think this is gonna be kind of a close one. Sam Howell or Tommy DeVito?
Ooh,
That's a close one, bro. That's a close one. I'm not gonna lie. How you feel about that one?
that's a good one
Yeah.
because I mean, Sam Howell has been playing very good, but
He's got 18 touchdowns, but 14 picks, though. See, that's
yeah.
my problem with him.
I mean, they calling him White Jameis Winston because
Slick.
that's pretty much what he playing like.
Yeah.
I man, I probably go Howell. I think there's just a little more potential there, personally.
Yeah.
I think uh, yeah, I think he's a lot more talented than DeVito, I would say.
Yeah. I agree.
Um, but that's a good one though. because I do
Yeah,
wonder what DeVito would look like in that Washington offense. I wonder
exactly.
how.
With Terry.
I wonder if they can make that work. I wonder.
Yeah. Let me say something real quick before we end out the podcast too. Can you see Terry McLaurin going on the move possibly? Because I could. I could see Terry McLaurin getting traded because he sounded frustrated the other day ago. They asked him like, I think it was either last week or this week. They was pretty much like, "Hey man, how you feel about like not getting the ball like that?" He's just like, "I'm pretty much just out here getting cardio." Would it surprise you if Terry McLaurin moves on or wants to move on? Because it wouldn't surprise me at all.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. But one thing I will say about it, I'll be frank with you. This probably gonna be a hot take, but he ain't never really moved me like that. I've
Yeah,
never really been moved by him. I don't and when I say this, I don't mean he a scrub. Don't he definitely ain't no scrub. But I'm
yeah,
saying I know a lot of people got him in like they top 10. I ain't never had him in my top 10. He kind of been where did I have Scary Terry in 2022? I wrote down a whole list back then. I'm about to
hmm
pull it up right now.
okay,
I had Scary Terry ranked 2022. There we go. I had Scary Terry. I had him at 15, and that was in 2022.
hmm
But that was behind guys like DJ Moore, Debo Samuel, Chris Godwin, even Mike Williams.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? DK Metcalf. I had him
yeah,
at 14. Like I'm not really super high on Terry McLaurin. But with that being said, hell yeah, he can move. He
yeah.
definitely can move, bro. Yeah, he can move. Shoot, I know a couple teams that could use a guy like him. So for sure, I wanted to give you a uh who's better. Wanted to
Yeah,
give
go
you
ahead. Yeah, let's do it.
I wanted to give you a couple of guys. So
Yep.
this one for me, because we ain't talked about him all day. For me, I'm gonna give you who's better, Justin Fields edition.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, now you know
Let's
Justin
do
Fields
it.
is one of my guys.
Yep.
Who's better right now, Justin Fields or Baker Mayfield?
I'm still gonna go Justin Fields. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Justin Fields right now over Baker Mayfield. It's close
yeah,
though, because Baker actually is playing decent ball,
playing
but I
very
think
good.
Justin Fields is starting to turn a corner too right now.
He looked like it. He looked like
Yeah,
he is. If
yeah.
I'm not mistaken, his touchdown. What is he? Is he 16-6 this season?
I don't
Touchdown
know, but since
interception.
he's came back to injury, he's looked like a NFL
Oh
quarterback.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he
So
was looking like one before.
before, yeah,
He had 8 touchdowns over 2 games at one
yeah.
point. So he been on fire. Okay, give me Justin Fields or Derek Carr.
Oh,
Actually,
Fields,
yeah, it's Fields.
Fields.
Derek Carr
Carr
sucks, man.
stinks. Yeah, Carr
Okay, I got
stinks.
you. I got you, bro. Justin Fields or Matthew Stafford, and one of the guys you just said.
Woo, God. Man, that's that's tough. I'm probably gonna have to go Matthew Stafford. I mean, he got
Okay.
19 touchdowns on the year, only 9 picks.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to go Stafford. Stafford's in like the top 13 or 14 of passing yards right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Stafford over Fields, but it's close though.
Okay. I got Justin Fields or Geno Smith.
They in that same ballpark because I think Gino got like 15 touchdowns, 9 or 7. I know he got more passing yards, but that's because he's played more this season.
Yeah.
They like in that same ballpark though. It's but
So right now, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, no. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say Geno got 15 touchdowns and Justin Fields, like I said, I think he got 16, if
Justin
I'm
Fields,
not
I'm about to look it
mistaken.
up now. Hold on. So yeah, Justin Fields
He
got
got
13
13.
passing
Yeah,
touchdowns.
13.
Yeah, and 6 interceptions. And
Yeah.
Gino got 15 and 9. So
Yeah.
very comparable, kind of like now Gino got more yards than him because once again, he's played in more games than him. Because I do feel like Gino has took a step back from last year. Now
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
an insanity run for sure. But I'm probably gonna go Gino, but
Okay.
I don't know, man. That's close to me. That's
Yeah.
close, but I think Fields has more potential, of course, because he's
Yeah.
younger. But as of right now, I probably would still go Geno. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Uh, how about just? Oh, okay. How about Justin Fields
Hmm.
or Russell Wilson?
God, you giving me some tough ones, man. Because I feel like Russ is playing great ball right now. I think he has like 23 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I
Hmm.
gotta go Russ, man. I'm not gonna lie. Russ playing good ball right now,
Yeah,
bro.
he is.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna hold you. And he got his team winning. I gotta go Russ right now.
Yeah. See, I okay. Now, how about Justin Fields or Will Levis? We talked about him earlier.
I'm gonna go Justin Fields. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Justin Fields over Levis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Fields is having one of his better years as a
No,
pro.
he is.
I
He
think
definitely is.
I think last year was solid for him. They just that team and he wasn't all the way good yet. I think this
Mhm.
year, I think we talked about this a little bit last week, but I
Yeah.
think to be really honest with you, if they mess around, if they just get if they get either a Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hmm.
or like a Brock Bowers
Yep.
or an offensive lineman or something, I think they all right, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
DJ
and
Moore, DJ Moore is proven he's a number one wide
proven
receiver.
he's a number one, bro. You
Yeah,
can get
another
in.
1,000 yard receiver for him. It don't matter
Yes,
who
yes,
at quarterback, he gonna get it. He gonna
yes.
get it done.
And you really don't need, in my opinion, they might not even need, excuse me, another. I mean, they got, I mean, Darnell Mooney's still there.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can bring in somebody else as well
Mhm.
with DJ Moore, tight end is whatever if they gonna use it or not. They need to bring in a legitimate play caller.
Yeah.
If they bring in a legitimate play caller, I don't think they need a quarterback, bro. I'll be real with you.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
they
they
need a
need.
quarterback either, low key, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they need one because I've seen enough to where I'm like, okay, if Justin Fields, if you get somebody like an Eric Bieniemy in there,
Yep.
so like so serious, if you get an Eric Bieniemy in there, look at what Sam Howell was doing. If you can
Hmm.
get an Eric Bieniemy in there, or anybody that can just call a play, anybody with some sense,
Yeah.
you get one of them in there. I promise you, you don't need a quarterback because you got one.
Yep.
Now you need some defense, but
Yeah.
but but hey, it is what it is, though, man. It is what it is.
Yeah. No, that's a good question, bro. That was a good one. I'm not gonna hold you because you definitely had me thinking on them Justin Field ones.
Yeah,
So
because
yeah,
it's just the talent, bro. It's just the
yeah.
talent
He's
and the
got the
age.
talent, man. It's there.
It's the talent and the age. He's just so
Yeah.
young
Yep.
and super talented. It's like anytime he has a great game, you almost be like, "Well, shoot, is this it? You know,
Yeah.
is this the time that he's starting to,
Turn
kind of
that
prove
corner.
exactly?" Yep.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man.
Yep.
Look, man, another great episode, man. I really enjoyed this one tonight, man.
Yeah. For
Listen,
sure.
man, appreciate y'all's love and support, man. Another good one. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Y'all know how to find us. Links in both me and Cam's bio, I believe, or at least in mine. So y'all know y'all can find us there.
Yep.
And yeah, man, just a good episode again, bro. We really getting better at it every single week, man. So we appreciate y'all love and support, man. And happy holidays too to y'all, man. Again, we'll be back next week though, still. But yeah, man, just another good episode, man. We appreciate y'all. Cam, you got anything for the people?
Nah, man. Like you said, y'all keep rocking with us, bro.
Yep.
We gonna tell your friends too, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Share everything we post, like and share it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying, and tell your friends. I know I had a couple friends this weekend. Matter of fact, I went to a party, and it
Uh-huh.
was some friends that I hadn't seen in a while,
Yeah.
and they was talking about how they watch the show and everything. So
Yeah. It's love.
and they don't even know about football, but they were
Right.
saying like they kind of like how me and you talk about it because we kind of break it down in a digestible way is what
Right.
people that's how people say it. So
Mhm.
um so that's cool. But yeah, man, y'all keep rocking with us, man. We're gonna keep rocking with y'all. Y'all already
Yeah.
know.
And in 2024, man, we're gonna try to do some. Since Cam and me are both in Atlanta, we're probably gonna try to
Yeah.
do some podcasters like together in the
Yeah.
same area. So we working on that too in 2024. So that'll be nice too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, y'all just keep rocking out with us, man. Keep showing us love. We appreciate the love and support, man. Another good episode again. Great episode, man.
Yep.
And like I said, y'all enjoy the holidays. I know we'll be back on next week. Probably a shorter episode next week because it'll be the week before Christmas. I got to travel literally the next day after that. But yeah, man, like I said, man, peace, love, and happiness to y'all. Y'all have a good evening, man. Keep sharing our stuff, man. And we appreciate the love and support, man. Y'all have a good one.
Y'all stay safe.